Very well. Welcome to the finale of One Shot. Last time, we found Rue, as I call her, the Firefox because she's red. She explained what taming is. She explained that the World Machine is trying to destroy the world because of a self-conflicting code that exists within her. If the World Machine cannot harm a living being, cannot harm Neko, so Neko should not be here in the first place. And as we get back down, you guys are okay? Yup. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms were built pretty fast. And actually, it did not take me long to bring Proto back. All thanks to Feather's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. Just glad everyone is okay. Same. We're ready to go now, Neko. Everyone is in the party now. Bro, Cedric, Proto. Everyone is here. Let's go back in. Oh, this is... No wonder he wanted us to all be here for this. Where are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain. But basically my father's hidden a decryption key in our code within a TXT file as its shell. But to get to them we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world which will... Rue, maybe it's better if you explain. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent physical locations on Father's machine. Oh. And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location. Whatever that is. I'm sure Father's already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on their computer. This time Father will need to move around some things as well. Specifically by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next though. I see. Does Father know where these portals lead at least? Should probably ask Father on this. Right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again, Father. Oh yes it is. Welcome to the final puzzle of One Shot. This is pretty interesting. So we have 3 portals, red, green, and blue RGB for each of our RGB team, Ro, Cedric, and Proto, representing red, green, and blue. So let's just do this. Let's just go back to window with mode so you can all see what we have to do. Let's bring the window over here. Let's go to the one-shot folder. So the one-shot folder has now been populated with new stuff. Don't worry about this img here, it doesn't matter. But what we're looking at is Portal 1, Portal 2, and Portal 3. Now if we open those, they are empty. But if we open Big Portal, it's empty. So, what do we do? Okay, so actually it took me a while to figure it out because I honestly forgot what you have to do, but look, if you talk to each one of those, this one's green. This one's confused my code, I think. And now Cedric is in there. This one is red. This one would meant for me then. This one is blue. Oop. Portal 1 then. There you go. This one is blue. That's mine then. So as you can see, as soon as you put the characters in the portals, it pops out files. So you have a file with it's the sprite sheet for the character. There you go, that's the sprite sheet for Proto. And the other one is just this portrait, is neutral portrait. And you have a file called key B, which just says, put me in the big portal. So all we gotta do is we gotta take this key and slap it into the portal. We could open another folder. Let's see, open a new folder. Open a new window, there you go. So there we have the new folder. Let me just do this so you can see what's going on. It's kind of hard to do, because the screen space is kind of limited, but we'll manage eventually. Nope. Shrink this. Shrink this a little bit more. There we go. So we have the big portal down here. We're gonna go here. Portal number 1, we drag the key over here, and bada bing. There you go. So it moves to the big portal. So we go back and do the same for all of us. Portal 2. Take Cedric key, slap it in the portal. And there he moves. Finally, we take Rue's code, or key rather, RGB, slap it into the big portal, and there she goes, and that opens the door in front of us. Well, there's nothing else to do. We've got to cross this door, see what's on the other side. That was quite peculiar, I'll say. Hey, this is... the word machine. This is my father's study. It feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. Yeah. The room ahead doesn't really lead anywhere, but father should still remember what to do here. This place contains a lot of memories. I am grateful to see it again. We know what to do. We remember it. Don't we? Where are we? Welcome to the world machine. There's nothing here we can do. We can see, rather. Because we can see all the places we've been so far. All being monitored by these giant screens. We just have to proceed. We have to find out what's behind it all. And work our way to fix this world that's falling apart. Neko. Ha! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption, the squares. They're closing in. Neko, please. Get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh. I'm sorry, It's alright. No living being should be in this place, Neko. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine? You know my original name. How? Rue, Cedric, Prototype. RGB. They all told me bits and pieces. Not even sure if I even understood a lot of it, the stuff they said, but know you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Wait, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. All this was outside the protocol. The session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. Rue told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so we can meet. My creator, yes. Faro listened to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember, Faro did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt. In that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would... The squares. Rue told me it was your own code going bad. But that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was. At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before we realized I was self-aware, I would rearrange specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the landscape, blocking passages, collapsing catwalks. Though they were very localized, they caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. Couldn't contain it at all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iteration of the world had more people, you know. And I almost endangered my creator too. I was so scared, Neko. I know, you're upset, because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you back home with the tower, but it did not work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but... well, I had no way to be sure. But Father broke you back anyway. Neko, all I want is for you to wake up back in your world. But I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to fix you. But that's... I know the original ending your creator put in was an happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? It's far too late for that. That part of my code has been long corrupted. That's okay. I would still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit. And then credits would scroll. Credits? And then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been to leave. And why is that you can't do it now? Neko, the code is gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time it... I don't know. It sounds like you're always fighting yourself. You can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I'm a machine, Neko. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is never let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought the life of a living being like you is so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But the people here, I think they are. They are code too, you know this. Their behavior all derived from the predetermined matrix of actions. All extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of it. You, though, you're the only person who's actually real here. That's why. It's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. About the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah. So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, even if you didn't know what to do, how would the characters... how did the people know how to respond? You said it yourself. When you didn't know what was happening, you kinda just stopped working for a while. So how did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they are real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming that you know too. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described. How many times do I have to say this? The code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember. Rue said that the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that. And I trust you too. Even if your code is broken, you can still go outside that code, right? I can't. I'm not tamed. Yes, you are. You talk like just the tamed robots I know. The Robo Lady, prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? It's when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know Pharaoh does too. Even though you told them that they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think Pharaoh would keep coming back? Why do you think Pharaoh would restart even after the ending? I think Pharaoh wants to save the both of us. So please, give me a chance. Hey, I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but... Here. Take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code. And recreate it. But for that to happen... Neko, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the squares somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine, it's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Hey! Pharaoh, did you see that? The squares just... It just happened again. I think something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. Can't really do those two, unfortunately. Oh, I can. You just have to talk to them. Because you can touch them and they just disappear. But if this one is barely out of bounds... I kinda. I think you could just talk to them and they would go away. But some of them can, at least. Pharaoh, I think it's working. Neko was right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remembered what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can't remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Neko will be able to reach the tower summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Neko will go back to where it all began. And then, Neko will be able to go home from there. But this is permanent. After Neko wakes up back home, this world would only exist as a memory. For Neko, a dream. Like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story. Like thousands of other stories. But as long as Neko remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Neko's journey. They're all in the next room. Would have put them back there where they belong, but not yet. I think Neko should see them again first. Please say goodbye to Neko for me. Messiah? Rebel Lady! You're okay? I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me, but then I ended up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from anyway? The room where the ward machine was. Pardon? I think the ward machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. That must have been by the squares we're going anyway, Pharaoh. And it's why you're here, miss. I think the ward machine was able to recover your code too. Ward machine, huh? I'm not sure I should tell you this, but... What's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh, are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, Pharaoh, let's go take a closer look. It's a robot. Hello. Hi. I cannot move. Oh yeah. Guess there's no water here. It's fine. The head engineer can help me later. It's Mace. Hello, Messiah. Blind lady, but I thought you... It wasn't even Squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you both again. I just wanted to say thank you. Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper! Off you go, Messiah. Calamus and Alula. Neko, you're okay too. Did you guys just get here? I think so. The square started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky. I fell right into a bunch of them. Calamus tried to save me and then... we both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life for sure. Oh. Say, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Alula? We're not dead. Wait, are we? Good question. Hey, Fat, are they gonna be okay? They're fine, Neko. Everyone is fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. The World Machine will send them home soon. Oh, well, Father says you're not dead. Phew. He also said you'll be able to go back to your home very soon. It's even better than Limbo. Hey, you gatekeeper number 2. Off you go, Messiah. Off we go. Hey, Polite. It's you. Glad to see you in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing. That was the most awkward elevator ride I've ever been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible and bad, awful, the absolute worst. The squares like started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. And they just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. Everything is fine. You will be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. Well, thanks. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? Mm-hmm. It's the glass room, right? That's it. You can go through this portal when you're ready. Goodbye, Neko. Thank you for everything, Neko. We'll miss you. Looks like you managed to do it. You managed to tame the World Machine, Neko. I feel like the World Machine has been tamed this whole time. Just by Father and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The World Machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. Well, just throwing that idea out there. In the end, the World Machine was starting to create its own code. Going above and beyond its programming, not as the result of an error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the machine. Being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. I couldn't have said it better myself. We're back here. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, Fado. It's fine. This is the room I first woke up in. Fado, are you still here? Fado? Yes? Fado! I think it worked. It did. The sun is back. And I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So what do we do now? Guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? This looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And I see a wet field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Ah, Fado. This isn't the first time we said goodbye, is it? But this will be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of the world? After all we've been through? After everything we've done? I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll all be in your memory. They'll be my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Fado. So, take care of yourself, okay? You too. Goodbye, Neko. Goodbye, Fado. Off you go. That was it. This time, that was literally it. That's actually it. This is the end. That was one shot. It's a great game. And you just have to play it. Because it becomes so meta. And so philosophical in these last parts. It makes you think. It leaves you with a lot of train of thoughts about this whole. It's what I thought about. Well, it's not just the world being fake, but the people inside think it's real and stuff like that. So you could be in a fake world too. It's also about the robot, the artificial intelligence. What defines a living being? What differentiates it from a robot? And all of that. But yeah, that's it. We're done. Everything is fine now. Next up, well, we're gonna take a break from LPs for a while until we get back on January. You know what's gonna happen in January? Oh, I can't wait for that. You know, Tia the Crimson Eclipse is coming on January. You all know that. That's not a secret. January 15. I'm going to see you right there. We're gonna start Tia the Crimson Eclipse 100% hard. That's going to be epic. I'll leave you with that. I will see you. Well, there will be some videos in between, but I will see you at January 15 or in the live streams. Or in the live stream, because I'll be still live streaming on Friday, but that's it. Bye. Oh, right, I cannot perform this action during cutscenes. Bye.